By the end of this video, you'll know the main steps you need to know to become a successful social entrepreneur. This is obviously a giant overview, but it's everything that you need to know to start. Hi friends, welcome to my channel where I help social entrepreneurs start and grow profitable businesses that change the world for the better. My name is Camila, and today we're going to paint one big roadmap of what it takes to become a social entrepreneur. So we're going to go over all of this in 8 steps, and then at the end I'm going to make a kind of example of what each step would look like for me. Number 1, find the thing you want to solve or the people that you want to help. You can usually know what the problem is because it's something that just bothers you deeply and that you've always wanted to solve. Number 2, I tell you to get involved with the group you want to help in some capacity before you come up with ideas. But the truth is that you probably already had a bunch of possible solutions to the problem that you think that they have. The problem is that you think that your target has that problem. You don't know. So you have to get involved. I suggest joining Facebook groups with your target, volunteering, become an expert people watcher, a social media watcher. Ask questions to everyone you might see who might be involved with your idea. Watch and get feedback. This is called human-centered design thinking. So what you need to do is just observe, immerse yourself in that population. And that way you can start carving out what possible solutions could be. Number 3, so now you have the problem that you want to solve and possible solutions after observing and getting insights and listening closely to your target or your population. So now you need to create solutions, possible solutions that could work. You need to create your first prototype, something super easy to make that can kind of replace the solution that you're thinking, and then test it out in whatever population you want to help. So pay attention how your target interacts with your prototype. Do they like it? Do they know how to use it? Are they using it as you intended for them to use it? Is it something that actually is solving the problem? Is there any other problem that solution is causing? Think about all these questions when your user interacts with the prototype. In theory, it should be something that they know how to use without your help, just with the instructions you gave them, because that's how the solution will be. You won't be there to explain it. So make sure that it's actually working according to what you think. And then of that feedback, you just keep testing and trying again and again. Number 4, test, fix, test, fix. Do it over and over again until you see a solution that is working. Now you need to keep something into account, and it's that sometimes people will say that there's a problem, but the actual problem is somewhere else. So you need to pay close attention to that. Is the problem that they're mentioning a root or an effect of some other problem that's even bigger? Are you solving something or just putting a band-aid on it? So ask yourself those questions. So number 5, if you see your solution is working, then think of it as a business. How could you earn revenue? Are there several revenue streams or just one? What resources do you need to start? Do you need human resources? Do you need people to help you? Or what technology do you need? Do you need an initial investment? If so, how big is it? So for this, I recommend doing a business canvas and kind of just sketching it out, because a business canvas, it is kind of like the skeleton of your business without you having to draft a giant business plan. It's a very lean way of solving out creases and kinks in the idea of the business and having a very visual overview. I also suggest thinking of your business, especially as a starter, to think of it as lean as possible with the least resources possible. That way you build yourself a roadmap that is a lot easier to start. So for example, if you think that for your business you will need a truck, probably buying a truck to start is not a good idea, because 1, your idea might not succeed, and 2, you need money to start to buy that truck. So for example, could you rent it? Are there easier ways that you could start out that are not as expensive? Make it as lean as possible. That's what I mean. Number 6, if you already have a solution that works and a business canvas filled out, then start testing it. Do it for real. Are people willing to pay for that solution? Are you getting revenue as expected? Is the product working out in the world? and just keep adjusting and fixing, and getting feedback. Don't push away the feedback because it's the most important part. Number 7, craft the story of your idea because you will tell it many, many times. Make it emotional, make it impactful, make it a story that other people will proudly get behind. The story is the most important part because it's what's going to get people on board. It's what's going to get you investors if you need any. It's what's going to get you potential employers. It's what's going to make customers like you. It's what's going to make the society accept you. You need to make it emotional and relatable and something that people will really want to get behind. It's actually the most important part and what makes or breaks brands. Number 8, congrats, you're a social entrepreneur. Yay! Now, obviously, this is the most oversimplified, most bird view version of this, and I'm aware it's definitely not as easy. You just don't follow these 7 steps and magically you're a social entrepreneur. But I just wanted to give you kind of a place to start. It's easier to know where to begin when you have an easy 1, 2, 3, and you'll notice during the road or during the journey what you need or what your business needs to continue. But this is kind of a big outline. So now let's do an example of my idea. This is an idea that I've had for a long time, and it's what I hope one day becomes my next business. But if anyone wants to start working on this, I just love for you to steal my idea because we can work together and see how to get this idea off the ground or just how to help me solve this problem that I have. So number 1, I said, find the things you want to solve, the problem you want to solve. So my thing is that there are 3 things that bother me more than anything else in the world. Number 1, climate change, because we're living in post-apocalyptic doom and we have to solve it now. It basically depends on us. And if we don't solve it, we are in our lifetime the ones that will have to live with the consequences. So no thanks. That's the thing that bothers me the most. The second thing that bothers me the most, and this is for personal reasons, is senior care and loneliness. I think that there's we're getting older and older, and when we become old, society kind of like shuns us out. And then there's 2 problems that arise from this. Number 1, that we're just lonely. Seniors are lonely a lot because no one visits them. They don't really have a lot of friends. They're alone most of the time. Or they have a really hard time getting good quality care. People that care for them, people that are patient with them, that treat them properly, and just really hard to get good care. And I've noticed that through my grandparents, as I said before, they were a big part in raising me, and I've seen how difficult it is to care for them when you're an adult and when they are by themselves, basically. So that's one thing that I really want to change. And then the other thing is disability care, also related to care, but also related to getting opportunities for people that could be included in society if someone just gave them the opportunity. So for this exercise, I'm gonna pick senior care, which is the thing that I told you about that I just really wanna pin down and solve. My second step that I told you was get involved in the community. So right now, getting involved with seniors is not ideal. Like working with them is not ideal because of everything that's going on. But in a regular year, I could go volunteer residencies. I could go see my grandma and stay a month with her and her carer and see what the relationship is like, talking to her friends, just really immersing myself in the senior care environment, getting testimonies online, joining groups, support groups, maybe seeing what research is out there, talking to anyone that might be involved in the process, talking to people in the industry, just getting as much information as I can to give a solution. So number 3 is testing the solutions. So for example, I don't have a clear solution yet, but for example, what if I created an AI robot that was a better carer for my grandma than any person could be? That could be with her 24/7. It sounds like a far-fetched idea, but it actually already exists. And then I need to test the solution. How does my grandma or how do seniors behave with a robot? Does it work? Does it solve their loneliness? Is it a tool that helps? Is it something that helps them connect with their families as well? Could it maybe be use to call 911 or something like that, something like that. And then test it out with them and see how they use it. And if you have to explain it to them, is it too tricky for them? And then number 4, as I said, is testing and fixing. So basically just going through the cycle of observing, getting insights, prototyping, and just like that. So number 5 I had is doing the business canvas part of it. So I get my business canvas online, and then I can either print it out and just do it, or just do it online and see the different parts. So what do I need to start? Do I need someone to help me? Yeah, I'll probably need someone that knows how to code if I'm going to build an AI robot. So do I need manufacturers, or is there another technology that could help me right now? So maybe I could use the Alexa instead of building my own robot, and maybe I could do something like an AI Alexa. Where am I getting the revenue? So I decide that I'm going to charge the families and not the seniors. So how does that work? And then you start building it. What's my value proposition? What's my story? What am I offering to the world? All of these parts, and you see it all in the business canvas. Number 6, if you have a product, you have a business canvas, you have a story, then just go ahead and start it. Find someone that could help you. Ask around with your friends if you have any tech friends. How does that work? How could you build this? So you start building it, and you just start selling it as well. Maybe start a Kickstarter to get it funded. Just hitting the ground running. And number 7, as I said, is kind of related to the last step, and it is crafting a story that will just get people on board. So my story is that grandma will never be alone again. That's the story I'm selling. She'll never feel lonely again. This robot will take care of her, will remind her when to take her pills, will call 911 if they sense that she's in distress, will be able to FaceTime her grandchildren. Grandma will never be alone. She will be more connected to her family. She will have someone as a companion. She'll have a doctor at hand if maybe you could call the doctor. It's just this full 360 robot that helps grandma with everything that she needs. But you need to make it emotional. You need to get people connecting with it. Maybe I make a short video with actors showing how it would work, and that way I could bring in the emotional element. Crafting the story is the center of the brand, and sometimes the value proposition even. It's basically how you explain your value proposition. And number 8, congratulations, you're a social entrepreneur actually doing something to help seniors feel less lonely and have better access to better care. That's the one idea that I'm just super passionate about, and that I hope I can start one day. So I hope you like this video. It's, as I said before, just a very big summary of what goes into just the beginning process of creating a product that solves the problem. I hope you like this video. If you agree or disagree, or if you just want to start a conversation, go ahead in the comments and let me know how you feel about this video, about everything I discussed, and about my idea for a future company. If you like this video, then go ahead and smash the like button so you can tell the YouTube algorithm, the YouTube robot, that you like this video and that you want to see more of them. Don't forget to subscribe, join our beautiful family of social entrepreneurs, and I'll be posting a video next week. But for now, I just want to say happy holidays. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Also, don't forget to see more of my videos up and down here if you're interested. Bye, guys.